All right, welcome to this briefing on the PA trading system. Think of this as your pre-flight check, where we're going to cover a system that's all about replacing that gut feeling, that emotion, with the kind of solid structure a pilot uses before every single flight. Let's get into it.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. Is your trading chaotic? Driven by fear, by greed, by that constant second guessing? Or is it calm, structured, something you can repeat day in and day out? Because honestly, the gap between those two is pretty much everything.
And right here, this is the solution. This is the whole philosophy we're building on today. A system designed from the ground up to take emotion out of the cockpit and replace it with a clear, objective structure.
Okay, so let's start with the foundational rules. You can think of these as the basic laws of physics for our trading. These aren't just suggestions, okay? This is the stuff that governs our entire flight plan. Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here. Forget all the fancy indicators for a minute. We have to identify the most simple, objective levels on a chart: support and resistance. These zones are our ground and our ceiling. They're the clear boundaries where we expect price to react, giving us logical places to plan our trades.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. These levels, they're not static. When a key support level breaks, it doesn't just vanish. It actually flips its role and becomes the new resistance. See that? The floor literally becomes the new ceiling. Understanding this dynamic is absolutely crucial.
And these are your rules of engagement. The theme here is simple. We react, we don't predict. We're not in the business of guessing where the market's going. Instead, we wait for the market to show us its cards through real evidence, like a clean retest of a broken level, or those long wicks you see, which are just screaming rejection. A failure to break through a level isn't just random noise. It's a powerful signal that a reversal could be coming.
This brings us to a really critical point. This is not about being glued to the charts 24/7, chasing every little wiggle. No. The goal is to patiently identify one single high-probability setup that fits our rules, execute it perfectly, and then you walk away. It's all about quality over quantity, every single time. Now, let's look at how we actually read our charts, because that's exactly what they are, our navigation maps. We're going to cover the specific instruments and signals this system uses to find our way.
The single most important signal on your map is what we call a failure. And this isn't some vague feeling. It is a very specific event. The market pushes to a new high or a new low, but it just can't hold it. It gets smacked back down. That is the market, in no uncertain terms, telling you that the momentum is dying and the trend is in big trouble.
The million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, every single trader has been there. You see a huge breakout, you jump in, and then it immediately reverses. It's so frustrating. Well, this system provides a clear, mechanical, totally non-negotiable answer.
And the answer is 2.
This, my friends, is the two-close rule, and it's designed to completely eliminate guesswork. A level is only truly broken after 2 consecutive candles close on the other side. So why 2? Well, one close can easily be a fake-out, a trap to suck you in. That second close is your confirmation. And psychologically, this rule is your shield against FOMO, that desperate urge to jump on a breakout the second it happens. It forces you to be patient.
So your workflow, your process for looking at any chart is always the same. It's a structured top-down approach. You start way out with the satellite view, the monthly and weekly charts to find the major zones. Then you just zoom in time frame by time frame until you pinpoint your exact entry right there on the runway. It's methodical and it makes sure you never lose the bigger picture.
All right, so we've done the analysis, we've read the map. Now for the most critical part, actually executing the trade. These are your takeoff and landing procedures, and they are strict.
Before you even think about clicking that buy or sell button, you have to complete this pre-flight checklist. Every single item must be defined ahead of time. Your exact entry price, your stop loss, where you get out if you're wrong, your profit targets, and your risk-to-reward ratio. Flying without this plan, that's like taking off in a blizzard with no idea where you're going.
And this leads us to your invalidation point. Your stop loss isn't just some random number. It is tied directly to the system's rules. If your whole trade idea is based on price holding a support level and you get 2 closes below it, the trade is mechanically invalidated. You get out. No second guessing, no hoping, no exceptions. Period.
And finally, we get to what is maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle: the psychological framework.
I mean, a perfect system is totally useless if you don't have the discipline to follow it, especially when things get choppy. This is your mental anchor.
Now, this is way more than just some cheesy positive affirmation. It's a professional mantra. Each line reinforces a core principle of what we're doing. You identify your edge using the system. You accept the risk by setting your stop loss before you enter, and you act without hesitation because you have trust in the structure you've built.
And this is how you maintain that discipline for the long haul. A structured journal is your post-flight review, and it's not just for tracking your profits and losses, it's for tracking your behavior. Did you follow the plan? Did you make a mistake? This is how you hold yourself accountable and make sure that the system is running the show, not your emotions.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. This system, it isn't just a bunch of rules. It's designed to be your co-pilot, to handle the mechanical, logical side of trading so that you don't have to. So the final question is, can you learn to trust it? Can you let it do its job and finally take your own emotions out of the cockpit for good?